you have a very powerful arm. Are both your arms powerful or just the one?
I think both my arms and both my legs, too.
Just southeast of Tyler, in East Texas, is Whitehouse, a city which proudly displays its maroon colors for the hometown Wildcats. But over the past few years, that maroon has been accompanied with more red, as their native son, Patrick Mahomes, continues to lead the Kansas City Chiefs.
You'll see all the Chiefs flags and everything else. We still have Whitehouse pride, but it's like Whitehouse and then Chiefs, and they'll let you know where you're at.
During his senior season, Mahomes threw 50 touchdown passes.
I was pretty confident calling plays with Patrick Mahomes in there. I'll say that.
In Whitehouse, Mahomes and the Wildcats ran what's known as the NASCAR offense, a spread, up-tempo attack which consistently caught defenses off guard.
Randy Mahomes is just like any other mother. Her life revolves around her children. One of those children just happens to be Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes.
When it came to sports, he never put anything, it was just a constant, quit throwing the ball. At Easter, instead of hunting eggs, he was like, hey, Mom, catch.
Randy says it's obvious from a very young age that Patrick would play ball, but he didn't even play football until high school. But she already knew he was special.
I knew he was special with basketball and baseball, just because, he wouldn't put it down for anything.
In the league, he's become known to improvise a bit when plays break down, a skill set he developed in high school that wasn't always great for the coaching staff's blood pressure.
I had this keen sense of his surroundings to know where to go, what to do, and honestly probably gave this old coach a few gray hairs with his scrambling around, but I was glad he could do it. Unpredictability. You never know. You think you got him down, you think no receivers are open, and here he goes, he comes out and does something crazy.
My name is Brittany Matthews, and I am a trainer, an entrepreneur, a soon-to-be mom, and a Balance Elite leader. I grew up in a small town of Tyler, Texas. My family was big into sports, and I was that kid that played every sport. I played softball, basketball, I did track, and then once I got to high school, I randomly got into cheerleading.
Brittany and Patrick Mahomes met as teenagers in Texas, before the fame, fortune, and scrutiny.
I was not prepared for this.
It's kind of hard to be prepared for this.
Yeah.
What is it like to have someone by your side that is as invested in your well-being, your career, and your success as your wife?
No, I truly mean this when I say it. I think if I didn't have Brittany, I wouldn't be in the position I am now.
But Patrick's Whitehouse high school career had a surprising start, considering it was only a few years prior to winning NFL MVP. He won a quarterback competition his junior year after playing safety as a freshman and sophomore.
I remember talking with him who's going to be our new quarterback for high school? And he said, well, I think I'm going to be. And I looked at him like, what? You play quarterback?
Once he became the starter,
You're able to walk out there and be pretty confident as an offensive coach that, hey, we've got a chance here to put up a lot of points with Patrick in there.
She keeps me more locked in. There's times where I might come home and I'm tired and I don't want to study or do stuff like that, and she'll tell me, you need to get your work in before you come to bed. And she played professional soccer, so she understands the drive and the work ethic.
During Brittany Matthews' junior year in high school, she began dating Mahomes, who was a sophomore at the time. She would go on to attend the University of Texas at Tyler, where she played soccer. At the end of her collegiate career, Matthews headed to Iceland, where she started her professional soccer career. After helping her team to a league championship in her first year, she decided to step away to live with Mahomes in Kansas City.
So Patrick, he is my best friend in the whole world. We met in high school, his freshman year, my sophomore year. He just became one of my best friends, like all of his other friends were. But I never liked him. We were just best friends. So then I think his sophomore year, my junior year, he brought this little Valentine's gift for me at lunch one day. It was like a heart card that said Happy Valentine's Day and like a rose or something. And he just brought it to me as a funny joke, but I thought it was the cutest thing in the world. Everyone in the cafeteria started chanting kiss her, kiss her.
Your dad is a former Major League Baseball player, which has got to be the greatest.
Yeah.
Is it great to have a dad who played baseball?
Yeah, it was awesome. And I played baseball growing up my entire life. And so
you were drafted by the Tigers, right?
Yeah, very, very late, but I was drafted. And I remember they actually called me and they said, we know you're not coming. We'll see you in 3 years. And that's all they said on the phone. And I said, all right. And I went to college.
Patrick Mahomes comes to Detroit on Sunday. 5 years ago, the franchise across Brush Street tried bringing him to the city. The Tigers drafted Mahomes in the 37th round of the 2014 MLB draft. His dad played in the majors, and Mahomes played a year of baseball at Texas Tech before switching full-time to football.
Yeah, it was cool. I was actually already in Lubbock when I got drafted, and they called me and congratulated me. They pretty much knew that I was going to play football at that point. But it was still an awesome opportunity to get that I don't know, use the accomplishment of having that my whole entire life, and I appreciate them for giving me that chance.
And you were kind of mad at your son for choosing football over baseball, and what's the main reason for that?
Well, I mean, it wasn't that I was mad. I just saw the danger. You know, you could get hurt a lot easier, you know, playing football than you can playing baseball. I wasn't mad. I always thought he was going to be a baseball player, but you know, at the bottom line, you know, it's his decision, it's his career, and whatever he wants to do, he does. But you know, I wouldn't have chosen it.
I know you wouldn't have, and it's a good thing because you had a long professional baseball career.
Do you get nervous before games?
I definitely get nervous, especially that night before. I get a little nervous, have to take some like melatonin or something just to get myself to go to sleep.
It's just like to get me through it, keep everyone healthy and get me to the end of the game.
I'm nervous. I mean, I'm nervous, you know, just watching the game, you know, because all it takes is one play.
You know, after he got hurt that one game, I'm like, do not run the ball. Like, you're grounded from that, you know. And he's like, ha ha. And I'm like, no, really, you're grounded.
You know, and I know that he plays with, you know, reckless abandon, and he's going to go out there and try to do anything he can to, you know, help his team win. So I just kind of sit there with, you know, bated breath, you know, holding my breath, and just hoping that everything comes out all right. I went to the game, and sure enough, second quarter, he goes down on a quarterback sneak out of all plays, and he stayed there. And I know him. I mean, he's like me. If he can get up, he's going to get up. And when he didn't get up, I got scared, so I ran down and was able to go see him and, you know, make sure he's okay.
Mm-hmm. And you did. You ran straight down to the clubhouse and saw him right away. What did he say to you?
Well, he said, I'm okay. He said, I'm okay. He said it hurt at first, but, you know, once they, you know, popped it back in, that, you know, I'm good and I want to go back into the game. I said, no. I said, no. I said, that's not how it works, son. And so he proceeded to watch the rest of it.
But once you step on that field and that first play happens, it all goes away. And I think that's just what it is for a lot of football players. You probably say the same thing.
Of course. Restless in the bed the night before. You can't sleep.
You prepare so much for those moments.
Mahomes' high school career ended with a loss and an interception.
It was a day game, Allen Eagle Stadium, great crowd. Patrick Mahomes. I don't think we realized how good he was until you're on a field with him and kind of watch some of the plays that are made. And then he makes another play where he just kind of spins in a circle and throws a 70-yard touchdown pass.
He got rid of that ball somehow. Unbelievable.
And we're probably 2 minutes into the game. It's 14-14. They score, we score, they score, we score.
You're always going to remember this game one way or the other. Finish the game, do your job.
And then the second half, I think we went up on them pretty good in the third quarter. I think we went up 18.
You can score. Touchdown, home team.
And next thing you know, they go from 18 down to 11, down to 5. And he gets the ball back with about 3 minutes to go in the game. Deflected pass. Had a kid named Malachi Cobb that picked it off.
That should do it.
I'm having a good day. I made the game-winning catch. Yeah, I just wish I kept the game ball so I can have something like that. Like, this is the last pass that he touched, and this happens to be the game ball.
He could have thrown for 700 yards against us. I mean, I can't remember, but it was a lot.
The guy was throwing all over us in high school, and he's throwing all over people in the NFL.
This is fun for Poteet High School and the kids that played in that game. Let's go! They get to kind of walk around with their chest up and go, yeah, we did beat him.
Mahomes was only ranked as the 82nd highest recruit in Texas.
With 65 total touchdowns his senior year, Mahomes was rated as just a 3-star football recruit and had only 3 Division I college football offers: Rice, Houston, and Texas Tech.
Give me the rundown of how this weekend went.
It was really exciting to finally get to say I committed to Texas Tech. I mean, I love the coaching staff there, and I got to get my mom and my dad up there this time, and everybody saw it, so they all liked it a lot, and I liked it a lot both times I went, and it was just a relief to kind of get that commitment done.
Now, these two quarterbacks go back a ways. Mahomes recalled yesterday that when he took his visit to Texas Tech years ago, he was hosted by Baker Mayfield as well as Davis Webb, the former Giants third-round pick. Now, Mayfield transferred out to Oklahoma before Mahomes arrived on campus. That worked out well for Mayfield, went #1 overall in this draft. And you said it, Mayfield said that Mahomes on talent alone should have gone #1 overall in 2017. The Browns used that pick on Myles Garrett, who now...
Those two quarterbacks met in 2016. By the way, it's Oklahoma, Texas Tech again this week. 125 total points, 1,279 passing yards, 12 passing touchdowns, and a 66-59 score.
Yeah, I think when you're younger, it's always play as many sports as possible. That's what I did. I played every sport, and I found passion for a lot of them. Football was probably my third favorite sport growing up.
That's
all the way into like probably my junior, senior year of high school. And so I just found passion, and I think that's why it shows with how I play the game.
We have some video, which is pretty unbelievable. You're 8 years old. Let's roll that video. You're playing basketball.
Oh, yeah.
And there you are, and you... Now that tied the game, that shot?
Yeah. So
that's unbelievable.
It's a real funny story. We were in a basketball camp, and I was kind of playing up with the older kids. And since it was like camp, we were like 8, 9 years old. They said there was no three-pointers. So I thought when I hit it, I won the game because we were down 2 points. But we actually went to overtime after that.
You got cheated out of the point.
That's what I said.
Who won the game in overtime?
They did, of course. Like, I mean, we already had celebrated. It was all over after that. Next, I would like to thank my mom, Jackson, Mia, and Brittany just for supporting me and always being around, following me when I've grown up, going across the country, watching me play. Especially Coach Kingsbury, who believed in me since I was a lightly recruited recruit out of Whitehouse, Texas, and didn't have a lot of offers, and he really believed in me and just really sold out for me, and he's the reason I am in this situation. I wouldn't be here without him. With that being said, I would like to announce I will forego my senior season and declare for the 2017 NFL Draft. After talking with Coach Kingsbury and my family, we feel like this is the best decision for me and my family, and this will be the best for my future going forward.
That's the view right there.
Hello.
After taking a call from an interested team, it's now time for Patrick to talk business with his agent.
So this runs through this year, through the April 2019. So essentially it'll take you through your rookie year and your second year. You're gonna have to do about 4 signings a year. All this.
I get that every item I do sign?
Yeah, every item you do sign. I mean, it's already very generous. It's double what most people have. I mean, I'm talking like starting NFL quarterbacks is double what they have. So, I mean, it's a killer deal. So right now, I'm trying to get a signing bonus on top of this because I love you. It's a good time to be Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Browns are on the clock. Ian Rappaport, what are you hearing about in the draft buzz?
Rich, there's 2 teams we are keeping an eye on now. First of all, the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm told they are making the most noise of any team plotting a potential move up.
The Kansas City Chiefs no longer have a first-round pick. Wow. They just traded it along with the 91st overall pick to move up 17 spots.
The Kansas City Chiefs moved up, giving up their 3rd-round pick and their 1st-round pick the year after to make sure that they were able to draft the quarterback that they wanted. This deal was made to ensure that their 1st-round draft position would be the 10th overall pick. The Kansas City Chiefs had hard eyes over a literal gunslinger quarterback out of Texas Tech University, a quarterback that didn't have a winning season but put up monster numbers in college. However, no one knew if he could take those big numbers and replicate it in the NFL.
All right, 30 seconds, we'll turn it in. Don't drag it out. Okay. We're good? Let's turn it in. All right, read it back to me and then let's turn it in.
With the 10th pick in the 2017 NFL Draft.
Card is in. All right, congratulations.
The Kansas City Chiefs select Patrick Mahomes, the 2nd.
Good afternoon, everybody. What we'd like to do here, this is Pat's day. I'd like to welcome his family here to Kansas City, Missouri. I'd like to welcome you. With that being said, I'd like to introduce our 1st-round pick in 2017, Pat Mahomes.
Stage is yours.
It's all yours.
Yeah. First off, I just want to say thank you to the Kansas City Chiefs organization for making my dream come true. Plan on coming here working hard as I can to become the best teammate possible. And thank you, God, for providing me this opportunity as well. And Really, I'm just happy. That's all I can say. I was super excited. And like I said again, just thank you to everybody that was a part of this journey.
Tyreek Hill catches the ball at the 5. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Oh, you see you.
Oh, you fat.
But beyond accolades on the field, it's Mahomes' leadership and personality that's created fans worldwide.
Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes has pledged to make a big impact on communities all around the country, with the greater Tyler area being one of them. KLTV7's Avery Niles spoke today with those who will benefit from this donation and also stopped by the school where Patrick Mahomes started his journey to greatness.
The Patrick Mahomes 15 and the Mahomes Foundation has donated over $1.6 million to the Boys and Girls Club in a multi-year commitment.
Patrick and Brittany were really wanting to give back to kids from tough places, and it's going to be in Lubbock, in Kansas City, and in Tyler, in the greater Tyler area. And so we were just really excited to be picked as one of the 3 locations that Patrick and Brittany wanted to invest in. Anytime we have a gift of this nature from someone like Patrick and Brittany, it literally helps us take the pressure off the rest of our folks that are investing in these kids, and it just makes it easier for us to get more kids in the program.
Between Tyler and Whitehouse, they serve over 2,000 kids in the after-school program. Edwards says over half of the kids are on financial assistance.
And in Kansas City, there's a new park where the focus is about giving kids a safe and inclusive place to play. And it doesn't hurt to have a name like Patrick Mahomes behind the project.
He's the 2018 Offensive NFL Player of the Year. He's the 2018 NFL MVP. He's a Super Bowl 54 champion.
And he's also the CEO and founder of the 15 and the Mahomes Foundation. Your Kansas City Chiefs quarterback, Patrick Mahomes.
He is a huge representation of our city, and he's been an excellent example. And hopefully everybody will start following suit, that this is what it's all about. Everybody working together to make something happen.
Mahomes made something happen at Martin Luther King Jr. Square Park.
The park one day just wasn't there, and then the next day it was just was there, and it was really cool.
What was once a green space is now a play place for children of all abilities. Check out the new 15 in the Mahomes playground.
As it started to come up and be constructed, I would send pictures and videos to Patrick and Brittany, and Patrick would quickly respond with, "I've already seen that. I ride by there often." And that tells me, and I hope it tells you guys, that they are invested in this, that this means something.
Saturday afternoon, Mahomes joined local leaders for the ribbon cutting ceremony.
It seems like I went to training camp and came back and this thing was all the way up. So I just want to thank them for turning that around and getting this thing done in such a quick amount of time.
15 and the Mahomes donated almost $1 million to provide all of the playground equipment.
There's like a ton of cool stuff to do, tons of cool stuff to do. And I mean, there's a bunch of nooks and crannies to just sit around in, I guess, do. You can even come here to do homework if you want. But I mean, why would you do homework at such a great place?
A number of families took advantage of the new play area the moment the ribbon was cut, hitting the slides, the swings, and everything else it had to offer. All that's asked of folks planning to play.
This is your park. Please take pride in it.
Boys hut! Hey, watch that guy coming right there. I think I'm a snow game guy. I don't know why, but I kind of like it. Everything's super slow, and I'm just like out here just like standing straight in the pocket, just like, whoop. Feliz Navidad.
That's it, huh? That's the MVP. It's not that heavy, really. Guillermo, go deep.
I trust him. I trust him.
Look, the question asked was,
what do you look forward to most about your class reunion?
And senior Spencer Shaw said,
seeing Patrick Mahomes' Super Bowl ring.
Yep, Spencer Shaw predicted that Whitehouse native Patrick Mahomes would win the Super Bowl.
No matter what he did, he excelled at.
Shaw told us via FaceTime today that he really didn't even remember giving that answer, but says even then it was easy to see that Patrick Mahomes had something special.
And we know that growing up, maybe you were a little bit Cowboys fan, but now it's all red PM for you.
Oh, definitely. I had to switch over. It hurt, lifelong, Cowboy fan. A couple years ago going into the stadium, it was pretty tough, wearing the jersey, but at least it had my son's name on it, so I can at least get by with that.
Is he beyond the point of getting your advice, or does he still call and ask for your advice sometimes?
Well, I still talk to him before every game. I shoot him a text and tell him that, you need to do this, you need to do that, and I love you. I ended with I love you, and, players make plays. And
What stands out to you in the last year or two?
the way he's handled himself, the way he's taken all this on. It came really, really fast. It's kind of been a whirlwind. I always expected big things out of him, but for it to happen so fast and for him to handle it the way he has and to be humble and to just keep going out there grinding and working and praising his teammates and keeping everybody involved has really been great.
Patrick's still the same Patrick. One of the things we really love is watching him play football is because he still has that passion. He's behind you, he's talking to you, he gets on the field, he still plays like he's 12 years old. He loves the game, wants to win, loves competition, and he's having fun. That's what's so fun, and that's why we're all drawn in to tune in Sundays to watch him. And so, we just got to work out a deal around here where we never miss a Chief game. We got to get these stations here locally to make sure they get them all.
The stuff in the trophy case here.
All right, so we have a jersey here that we got Patrick, kind of replica jersey that he signed with a couple of good pictures from him. Of course, you got the left-handed pass here against the Broncos and all. And so that was something that we got last year. Grandma brought us this just last week for Chiefs Day. So Mrs. Martin, his grandmother Debbie Martin, came out to be here whenever the media was around and just really celebrate Chiefs Day with us last Friday. And so she brought that pennant for us there with Showtime on it.
The NFL MVP.
What's up, kids? Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes here. And I'm looking for some students to join my team of superstar readers. To get on the team, take the Read for 15 pledge. There are so many cool benefits to reading, like discovering new places, learning new words, and expanding your imagination. Reading every day is a good habit to form. Remember, when you take the pledge, you're committing to read for at least 15 minutes a day for 15 weeks outside of school. You can do this. We will have some cool prizes throughout the program, so don't give up. How many books can you read in 15 weeks? I can't wait to hear about every last one of them. Go Chiefs.
But they know the kind of person he is today is the same as the kid he was in East Texas.
Proud of Patrick is just the type of man that he is. Yes, he's a winner on the field, but he's a winner off the field.
When we talk about how, you're here in East Texas and now people in Longview, Kilgore, Henderson, all those people are excited because of what he does, the way that he does it, the way that he conducts himself. People in Dallas want to know, hey, what's he like? Well, he's just like you guys.
Patrick Mahomes, champion, record setter, Wildcat, East Texan.
I believe maximizing every single day. I mean, that's the thing with me. I take it one day at a time and go out there and try to be the best person and the best athlete and the best player I can be. And obviously, I've had a good start to my career. I've been blessed to be in a great organization with a lot of great players around me, making my job a lot easier. But I know it's going to take a long time of consistency if I want to be where I want to be at it. All the brotherhood a team builds, and so for me, just to be here with these guys and winning the Super Bowl, it's amazing. My faith has always been big with me. I was raised that way. And it's something where I go out there knowing that I'm playing for Him every single day and that I'm playing for God and I'm playing to go out there and glorify Him. And obviously I want to win every game, but as long as I'm glorifying Him every single time I'm out there, I can walk with my head held high when I get off the field. And we're going to keep this thing rolling. Appreciate all y'all.